Good morning, everybody. It is Tuesday and it's the start of a new vlog. Yes, I am back in good old Switzerland after my 4-week-long trip in North America, and man, it feels good to be able to sleep in your old bed again. I can't lie. I just want to say thank you to everyone that I was able to meet during those 4 weeks that I was in North America. It was incredible making music with them, but also just laughing about random memes and whatever it was. Just all the synergies made this trip one of the most memorable trips for me so far. Today, I started off my day by going to the city and actually bringing my laptop into service, because if you remember right, the entire trip that I was in the US, my screen was actually broken and flickering like crazy, but I couldn't fix it because it happened 2 days before my trip to the US. Now that I'm back, I'm gonna be able to fix it, and had to buy a new MacBook for the time being. I'll be using this week to get back into the rhythm of things, doing my stuff here, going back to the studio. Most of the music things will happen towards the end of the week where I have a couple sessions. And until then, I'll just be trying to use all the time that I have to make the music, even though it's not that much time. Anyways, let's get started with a couple things that I can do before I head out again to one, pick up the laptop, and then I still have to do a couple other small things. Let's get right to it. Back from the city because I got my new MacBook. Well, yeah, I just bought the Air because I just wanted something that is cheap that I can then send back and not lose too much money on when I return it, because yeah, I'm just using this pretty much as like a donor device for the next couple of weeks while my other laptop's sent in. It's really annoying having to do this entire shenanigan bullshit stuff, but you know, it is what it is, and at the end of the day, it is cheaper to do this, for me at least, than, you know, canceling my sessions and whatever. So yeah, that's the reason why I got a MacBook, just for these 3 weeks, and then I'll be returning it. Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, and we in the stew, or we at home in my home stew, and finally, the MacBook is almost up and running. I'm still gonna have to do a couple things, like my user library from Ableton hasn't synced up from the backup, which is kind of unfortunate, but I guess expected. What I'll be doing now is booted up my PC already, so I'm gonna be doing a little bit of work here while the drum kits and everything is loading here. Let's get straight to it. We're hitting the studio real quick just to go check that the audio interface works with the Mac, because I have a session on Friday and I want to know beforehand if everything works, so I can have some time to troubleshoot today and tomorrow in case it shouldn't work. But I'll go now real quick to the studio so we can check if everything works accordingly. All right, we are at the studio and I have my MacBook here, so we're going to be testing out if it works. I want to see if the actual connection and everything works. So that's essentially what I'm doing now. It's just real quick. Just gonna check. I think we have a connection. Yes, it worked. Oh my God, it worked. It worked. This is amazing. This is great news. To be honest, like, if I'm already here and I saw the studio is free until 6, so I'm gonna just do a subtle cook up, just real quick. Just 20-30 minutes and then I'm out of here. If I'm already at the studio, you know, can't say no to that, right? Now that we know that everything works, I am so relieved. I know that I have a laptop that I can use for the next couple weeks until my other laptop comes back. It's just still such a nuisance. I just wished it never even happened, but it is what it is. Anyways, we figured out that everything works. We actually also made one beat and I can actually export the sample out of it too. So I would say we go home now and then we continue making a little more music into the evening. And then towards later in the evening, my friend will come by to have some dinner. And yeah, see you back at home. All right, everyone. I have to be honest, I came home a couple hours ago and then just did a little bit of absolutely nothing. It is midnight now. I had a great time with my friend. You know, not seeing each other for a month, there is a lot of things to catch up with, and that's exactly what we did. We're gonna be making a lot of music tomorrow in the afternoon. See you tomorrow. Good morning, everybody. It is Thursday. It's already past lunch. And I've got to get to work ASAP. I do have the entire afternoon and evening, so I should be able to get these things done, but just means we gotta get to it and start ASAP, and that's what we're gonna be doing right now. I'll be starting off by making that Suicide Boys beat, so let's get straight to it.
Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, bitches be wanting that taste of that life. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, bitches be wanting that taste of that life. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, bitches be wanting that taste of that life. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, bitches be wanting that taste of that life. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes, bitches be wanting that taste that life. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes, bitches be wanting that taste that life. Riding slow, pimpin' hoes, riding slow, pimpin' hoes.
I just sent off the pack to Fly Dutch Guy, and let's hope that we get the Suicide Boys placement. You know how long I've been working towards this. I'm gonna speak it into existence. It will happen. Next year, 2026, there will be a project that I'm featured either on Scrim's solo album or on the Suicide Boys album. I'm speaking it into existence. It's gonna happen. Now that I'm done with that though, I'm gonna be continuing with some engineering projects, which means I have to mix 1 or 2 songs real quick now, and that's gonna take a little bit of time. And you know how the drill is. We're gonna run the time lapse right now. I don't remember the last thing that I did before switching off the camera and now switching it on again. So I'm just gonna tell you what I'm gonna do real quick now. It is almost 7 in the evening already. I finished 2 mixes. I was able to send 1 or 2 beats around to people. The last thing I'm gonna be doing tonight is I'm preparing a couple samples for tomorrow's session. So when the artists come through, because they gave me a couple songs they're interested in as a vibe, so I'm gonna use those for inspiration and try to see how I can make something similar in the limited time that we got tomorrow. I'm gonna do a little bit of prep work here, and that means doing a little research. But realistically, I'm gonna call it a day today on the camera at least, because this work is gonna be quite boring. So I'm just gonna say goodbye to you guys for now. See you tomorrow in the morning in the studio with the session of my two artists.
Gottlos i 808. The sound is surround und mein Haus ist ein Blockchain. 6 vorm Komma und meine Fresse auf der Frontpage.
Ich bitte hey, du verpasst nichts. Ich spiel nur mit meinem Team und da pass ich nicht. Weil du weißt, dass in meinem Team keine Macher sind. Außer dir und ein paar vielleicht. Alle da packen Cash gemacht, Real Cheese. Die lachen mit den Fangs an den Zähnen dran. Schau wie die Blender mit Herzschlag. Von mir, was damals denk, Mann.